Good morning. Today we're headed to the Taste of EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival, which runs from today, March 3rd, through July 5th. We're going to hopefully get to see some fun topiaries. Definitely going to try some of the food at all the outdoor kitchens. Maybe see some live entertainment. They have some different gardens too, like the quilt work that we showed in years past around the different lakes and things like that.
I think we showed in one of the last EPCOT videos, they were like getting ready for it. They had it stenciled out. So I'm excited to see what it looks like. They do it so quickly. It's almost like it happens overnight.
Right.
So it's definitely very impressive.
Yeah.
We're all wearing our best flowery gardeny outfits.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm excited. There's lots of new menu items this year. Like a lot of new menu items.
Okay.
So I'm really pumped to try some new food. Right, Jackson? Yeah.
Also, some breaking news this morning. They put up new flags around the entrance of EPCOT. I'll show you those when we get there. Also, I think they changed the background loop of the music at the entrance plaza of EPCOT.
Oh.
So I'm interested to hear what it is now.
Yeah.
So let's head on over. Oh yeah, this sounds epic. I like this. The flags are blowing in the wind. Epic music is playing. Topiaries are out. This feels nice. So our very first thing that we have to do when we come to Flower and Garden is get the festival passport. I like the simplicity of this year's. This is nice. Yes, Taste of EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival 2021. I like that this looks like one of those things that's like the marker for a flower when you buy it at the store. This is great. This music is so epic. You can see the flags here that just got put up last night. We can kind of point some, they're kind of moving around a lot. We got the land, we got the seas, we got Spaceship Earth over here, we got Journey into Imagination, and we got the old World of Motion symbol, which is now Test Track. So it's kind of neat. These are all original symbols that represented different areas here in EPCOT. Here's something that's interesting about the Flower and Garden Passport is that, one, you can put your name in it so you remember whose is whose, and then they have a list of all of the topiaries around EPCOT and where to find them. And then they have the different gardens to find.
Ooh, wow.
And then stuff for kids of all ages.
Ooh, some scavenger hunts.
Yeah, and then all the entertainment too.
And then we get into the merchandise and the cuisine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so, and they have pictures of everything.
Ooh, look at this thing.
Ooh, oh man. I am so excited. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this and kind of see.
Get a game plan.
Yeah, where we want to start.
All right.
I guess there's not pictures of everything.
There were just some pictures.
There are some pictures.
Also, another thing that happens during Flower and Garden Festival is the garden graze. It's basically like the other walks or trails that we've done at the different festivals, where you go through and you buy specific menu items, and then once you've bought 5 of them, then you get a completer item. So we decided to head to the left of Spaceship Earth, and now we're outside of Mouse Gear, and there's some topiaries over here. There's Flower, and Bambi, and Thumper. And also there's some signs over here that tell you some different facts. Create a wildlife garden. Bambi and his wildlife friends need food, water, cover, and a place to raise their young. You can create a garden at home, school, or work that attracts beautiful wildlife and helps restore habitat. That's fun.
Oh, because these are like wildflowers.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a garden over here called Outdoor Escapes presented by Off, which is a bug spray. This is nice. Lots of different things. Oh, I think that this is part of the scavenger hunt over here. You can see Spike. So there's a scavenger hunt called Spike's Pollination Nation. And what you have to do is you have to find Spike the bee, and then you put the sticker that he's near next to the spot where you found it. So this one would be tomato. Is that some kale too? This is nice. Some turnip greens, I think. It's a nice little relaxing area. So our first stop is the Sunshine Griddle, which is over here near Test Track. I think, here's a look at the menu real quick. Interesting. So we got the avocado toast with marinated toy box tomatoes and fresh goat cheese on toasted ciabatta for $5.75, and the corned beef brisket hash with house-made potato barrels, onions, peppers, cheese curds, and a soft poached egg with Tabasco hollandaise for $6.25. So when we first got the hash, it didn't have the egg on it, so we went back up and asked for the egg. This is, I feel like it might have been better without the egg. This looks like snot.
I can't tell if it's cooked.
Yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to be a soft boiled egg or a soft poached egg. Alright, let's give this a try. I'm gonna try not to eat the egg to begin with. That's really good in this area. I'm gonna try the egg.
I'd be interested to see what other people's eggs look like.
I don't think the egg's cooked all the way, but I don't know that the egg actually adds any flavor to it that is worthwhile. So if you get it without the egg, just have it without the egg. I think you'll enjoy it better. All right, so now you're gonna try the avocado toast.
It's the bread is very crispy.
It's such a beautiful menu item.
I know I don't want to eat it. I mean, I do want to eat it, but it's almost too beautiful to eat. Let's see. Very delicious.
Yeah? Nice.
The bread is like super crispy. They griddled it with like olive oil, it tastes like. Let me get it. I didn't get any with the goat's cheese, so let me see. This is great.
Yeah?
Wow. Yeah. It seems silly because it's such like a basic item, but like I would 100% order this again.
Okay.
This is so good. I love it.
So, first impressions after your first booth, first food, what did you like?
Oh, I loved the avocado toast.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was delicious. I liked the goat's cheese. It gave it like a nice tanginess, and it was just very, because it was a cool item. It wasn't warm at all.
Okay.
So it was nice and like refreshing on this kind of hot day. What did you think of yours?
So mine tasted very similar. Like the aftertaste in my mouth right now is the exact same aftertaste that I had from the hash, from the Spam hash.
Oh, from the Hawaii booth.
From the Hawaii booth.
Okay.
Very similar flavor, but with brisket.
The brisket was really nice.
Yeah.
It was tender. It was really nice.
The egg was a little bit weird.
Yeah, I didn't like the egg.
But overall, I thought it was a good dish. Like, if I had eaten it without the egg on it, I would have been totally fine with it. The hollandaise did have a little bit of spice to it.
Yeah, it was a Tabasco hollandaise.
Yeah, but not like overly spicy. Like the spice is gone now after we finished. But while I was eating, I was like, oh, there's a little bit of kick in there.
Nice.
So I think I would order it again, maybe without the egg. So let's see what else we can find.
Yeah.
This is the quilt work that we were talking about before. Nice, really neat patterns made of flowers here on the berm. One thing that I don't see them having this year is they usually have little floating flower beds out here in this water. I don't see it this year. So just looking at these topiaries, and I'm wondering, are they all decorated as if they're working on the remodel of EPCOT here? They got Mickey and Minnie with their paintbrushes and Goofy with a hammer and nails back there. And they've got some tools. I think it might be. I think they might be redoing all of EPCOT. Oh yeah, look, Chip and Dale have got some nails over here, and Pluto's got a tape measure. They're the ones that are doing it. They're creating the magic here at EPCOT, redecorating or remodeling. Looks like Donald and Daisy and Huey, Dewey, and Louie are not taking part in the construction. They're doing the gardening. Just wanted to come down and have a real quick look at the Harmonious barges. This is the center Harmonious barge, and I think the most interesting part about this is it's not centered on Spaceship Earth. So right now, Spaceship Earth is directly behind me, and I'm looking across the lagoon at the America Pavilion, but I believe Fast Pass viewing will be off to this side a little bit. So if you're in the Fast Pass viewing location, you move more towards on center of the show. Thought that was a really interesting fact about it. So there's going to be a total of 5 barges out there, this center one and 4 of these smaller outside ones. And Harmonious is the new nighttime lagoon spectacular that will be happening here at EPCOT. So you can see here's some concept art for the nighttime version, and then during the day they'll just have fountains going out here off these barges. All right, next up, the Honey Bistro. What are we gonna get? Tupelo honey and sweet corn spoon bread. Okay. Lavender honey mustard marinated chicken flatbread. Local wildflower honey mascarpone cheesecake. I feel like I want to get everything. I don't know if this is something new for this year, but they have 2 different prices for 2 different sizes of the beer. You can get a 6 ounce or a 12 ounce. So this is the Tupelo honey and sweet corn spoon bread served with jalapenos, bacon, and house-made whipped honey butter for $4.75. This is the lavender honey mustard marinated chicken flatbread served with honey whipped ricotta cheese, marinated vegetables, and Purple Haze Lavender Goat Cheese for $5.75. This is the local wildflower honey mascarpone cheesecake served with orange blossom honey whipped cream, whipped honey, caramelized honey, honeycomb, dehydrated honey, and fennel pollen meringue kisses for $5.
Okay, so I met some of you guys a second ago, and you said we had to try the peach honey freeze from the Honey Bistro food booth. So that's so interesting.
Yeah.
It kind of tastes like the beach, but like fruitier.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's very creamy, like super creamy. It's like a, you know how like a Frosty at Wendy's is like not a milkshake?
Yeah.
But like not like a frosty. Do you know what I mean? Not a slushie, it's not a milkshake, it's kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this feels like.
Okay.
That's the texture of it. I like it.
And this was something that on the sign they advertised as coming in a spike sipper, but you can get it not in that. On the menu, they kind of advertised this as coming in the spike sipper, I think because they're trying to get rid of those spike sippers still.
They're from like 2 years ago.
Right?
So with the sipper, it's $15, without it's $4.50. They also serve it as an alcoholic drink with blueberry vodka.
Okay.
I got it non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
It's very delicious. I couldn't imagine it with blueberry in it. I feel like that might be weird.
So what do you think about the Honey Bistro food?
Okay, so I think the spoon bread was a bit heavy and it was a little greasy, but the flavor was nice. The bacon was cooked really well. The jalapeno gave it like a little smoky flavor, which was nice.
Yeah. Every year, people tell me to eat at Honey Bistro and to get the flatbread, and I try it, and I never like it.
I didn't love the flatbread either. It wasn't my favorite flavor. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. It was I didn't love the honey mustard sauce.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of that.
I didn't like it either.
The flatbread itself was kind of floppy too.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that maybe we'll try it again later on in the festival. Today's the first day, so I know things are a little bit different today.
Right.
But maybe we'll come back and give it another chance.
What did you think of the cheesecake?
I thought that was delicious.
Okay.
Yeah, I love the honey flavor. I thought that it was really nice and subtle. Everything was so creamy. And the only thing I didn't like was that crispy honey disc.
Oh yeah, it was like too like sticky.
Yeah, it got stuck in my teeth. I didn't love that. And the drink, I thought the drink was really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't like any of the food. I didn't like the cheesecake, I didn't like the flatbread, and I didn't like the... I liked the flavor of the spoon bread, but it was just so greasy.
It was very greasy.
So.
But now we're going to move on to the next booth.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is yet, but we're going to move on to the next one.
So the next booth up is Northern Bloom, and it's starting to get hot. And I will say that Flower and Garden is always the first sunburn of the year. That kind of puts into perspective that this is going to be a little bit of a heavy booth, and I think we're going to skip it right now.
Everything looks delicious, and I'm sure it is delicious, but I just think I need to go for some lighter things.
Yeah, I feel like it's Northern Bloom. They're like anticipating like a nice hearty meal up in the snow-covered mountains. We're in the sunny tropical Florida. Looking at some of the merch, this is the Spirit jersey. It says "Hello Sunshine." It's got the orange bird on it. And then there are also orange bird themed ears for Flower and Garden. I like these a lot. They're cool. They're like a little pom-pom of a flower on the top. And then a sequin, not exactly a bow, but more like a tied bow. And almost like an orange bird pin, like an enamel pin on the top. Oh yeah, and here's the look at the front of the Spirit jersey. I like that it almost looks like an animation style where they're like, it's sketches of the orange bird and then like little paintbrush strokes. All right, up next is the festival offerings inside of World Showplace. Let's head inside and see what there is. Ooh, it's pretty wide open. So this was an area where there was a bunch of art during Festival of the Arts. And now it's just 3 food booths, and the rest of the area is taken up by places to eat inside of here.
But the festival favorites booth is in here.
Ooh,
so I'm excited to see what the favorites are for the festival.
Gotcha. So the first booth is Festival Favorites. These are favorites from past years. Okay, this actually sounds all delicious.
I kind of want to get the watermelon salad and the fried green tomatoes.
Okay, did you see that it's got blue crab?
I did.
Interesting.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay, I might get that key lime tart then. So this is the watermelon salad with pickled onions, feta, and balsamic reduction, and that was $4.25. Next we have the beef brisket burnt ends and smoked pork belly slider with garlic sausage, chorizo, cheddar fondue, and house-made pickle, and that was $7.50. Then we have the fried green tomatoes with blue crab fennel salad, remoulade, and smoked paprika oil. And that was $6.25. And then for a little sweet dessert, we have the key lime tart with toasted meringue, and that was $4.75. I did find it interesting that the key lime tart was more expensive than the watermelon salad.
Yes, you are. You're so smiling.
Jackson.
We're just dancing. We're just having a dance break.
So on top of the slider was a chorizo sausage and a house-made pickle.
Was it
and
spicy?
There was like a spicy, like some sort of sauce on the top.
Oh, okay.
It was really good. I liked the sausage. I didn't really like the pickle so much because it was a sweet pickle, a bread and butter pickle. The actual sandwich itself is good. Like when I first bit into it, I was like, oh, the meat's a little bit dry. I know that I always say everything's dry, but in this case, there is a cheese fondue that makes it creamy and juicy. So I like it. I do like this sandwich a lot. It's very good. I would order it again. Okay, so everything from that booth was delicious.
It really was.
I loved the sandwich. The other thing that I had was the key lime tart. Fantastic. It was a nice, easy thing to eat, and it was a delicious dessert, like a nice light thing for a hot day. So I loved it. I would eat that all the time.
I really enjoyed the fried green tomatoes with the blue crab too, and Jackson really liked it.
Yeah.
I loved the cornmeal batter on the fried green tomatoes, and the capers were a really nice addition to the crab. It gave it like a nice little salty brininess.
Ooh, nice.
But not too salty.
Okay.
So, and of course the watermelon feta salad is always delicious. I love pickled onions, so that just really added a nice like tangy kind of little kick to the salad. The only thing I'm missing is the watermelon cucumber drink.
Right.
Because I feel like those used to be sold at the same booth.
Maybe. I don't remember.
I can't remember, but yeah, I loved everything.
Huh.
I understand why it's the favorite booth now, the festival favorites.
Gotcha. There's a display for Walt Disney Horticulture here, which is really interesting. I wonder if this is how clean their trailer actually is. And it gives different facts about Walt Disney Horticulture. There are over 4 million shrubs maintained in the Disney landscape. Over 80 sophisticated sensors monitor rainfall across Walt Disney World, ensuring outdoor plants receive just the right amount of water. That's neat. Also, I wonder if this is how clean all of their tools actually are.
I'm gonna say probably not.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no. Just wanted to show off some of the topiaries this year. Here's Winnie the Pooh. I love Pooh this year. It's a different topiary than it was last year. A little bit more cartoon-like. And there's also Rabbit over here. This is great. I really like the Pooh one. There it is, Kermit in the iconic scene where he's riding his bike. And my favorite thing about this is that they made his bike look like it was made out of wood. I don't think it actually is made out of bamboo, but it looks like it is. So I think we need to start to head out to get Jackson back to the room. But on our way out, we found this whole healthful trail. Find a restorative moment of relaxation in this soothing space. Ooh, this is the healthful trail. Explore this unique garden and play your way toward a daily fill of exercise. That's exciting. Ooh, I found a cute family in here.
So I think this is like a maze.
Okay, yeah.
It might be too wiggly.
It's okay, he likes
Too
it.
wiggly? You wanna try it?
Right, buddy?
Let's try it.
I don't know if this is actually a maze, it's just kind of like an area.
It's made of like old tires.
Yeah, like me. And they have descriptions of all the different plants around. Take, for instance, this is a Leyland cypress. What do you think, buddy? Does it feel funny underneath your feet?
It feels funny under my feet.
They have what look like little games over here. So this one's like a bullseye.
Whoa.
I don't know what you do with it. You maybe throw beanbags at it?
Oh, okay.
They don't have beanbags here. This one's called Mirror Me. So somebody would stand on this side, and then another person on this side, and they'd have to mirror you. This one's almost like Foursquare. And then this one's kind of like a little, like a tracing type thing, where you walk around on it like it's a balance beam. On the way out, we were just passing by another booth here, the Flavorful Kitchen. Those crisp pearls, they get me. We're definitely gonna come back and do the Garden Graze, and you see this little beet right here. That denotes that this item is on the Garden Graze. Another thing is that down here in the beverages, they have a non-alcoholic cookie butter, worms, and dirt. Is that a beverage?
Oh, I didn't see that it said not alcoholic.
Do you drink that?
Huh.
Is it just like a really thick drink?
It might be like a milkshake.
Okay.
We'll try it on our next trip for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I found the floating planters. They're over here. I wonder why they weren't in the other section. Also, this water looks a lot better than the other section of water did. The other section was kind of greenish. Just a quick update on how much demolition they've done at Innoventions. This building is almost all the way gone. But it's also interesting to me that they're taking it apart piecemeal like this, rather than just demolishing it all at one time. So there you have it. That was our trip out to EPCOT's Flower and Garden Festival.
For the very first day.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be coming back a lot more. This festival is running all the way through July 5th, so
I can't believe it.
Plenty of time to come back. We're going to do the garden graze. We're going to do the Spikes Pollination Nation, which is a scavenger hunt. We didn't even show you that today.
I feel like by the end of the festival too, we will have tried every single food item.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do it. Sounds like a challenge that I will accept.
Yeah.
So all in all, a fantastic time. And with that being said, we are off. And we'll see you all tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Abby.
And I'm Annika. We're from Valrico. And now it's time to pay the price.